BMW just gave the M5 a jolt. 717 horsepower with electric boost, supercar shove in a four-door you can daily. It promises quieter commutes, quicker launches, and smarter cooling, all wrapped in a stealth suit with that M stance. But there's a twist. More power often means more weight. So does this hybrid M5 still deliver that snap on turn-in, that deep brake bite, that one car for everything feel? Today, we push it on street and back roads. Is this the best M5 yet, or just the biggest number? Meet the new BMW M5 Hybrid, a big-name sedan taking a bold step into electric assist. The M5 has always been BMW's one car for everything: suit-and-tie commuter on Monday, track toy on Saturday, road trip missile any day in between. This generation keeps that mission but adds a quiet shove from an electric boost to back up the headline number: 717 horsepower. From a few steps back, it still looks like an M5. Long hood, squared shoulders, wide stance. Only leaner in the details. Deeper intakes, tighter lighting, and a crouch that says ready, even at idle. Why does this launch matter? Because the US super sedan war is changing. Buyers want instant response and real efficiency without giving up feel, soundtrack, or daily comfort. Rivals are leaning on bigger turbos or electrified tricks. BMW says this M5 blends both. Smarter cooling, sharper launches, and calmer cruising, all in a cabin that finally treats tech like a quiet co-pilot, not a backseat director. Think supportive seats, a clean curved display, and solid materials that feel expensive without shouting. We're keeping specs light for now, because the real story is how it drives. In a minute, we'll dig into the design you can spot at a glance, the cockpit that makes long miles easy, and the driver aids that know when to stay out of the way. Then we'll hit mixed roads to see what the electric side actually adds: quicker exits, smoother city creep, and whether the extra mass shows up when the corners stack. Is this the next great daily rocket, or just a bigger number in an M suit? Let's find out. Roll out in comfort, and the first thing you notice is the hush. The M5 Hybrid pulls away on a smooth wave of electric assist. No lurch, no drama, just a quiet, confident glide that makes city traffic feel lighter. Tap the throttle, and the boost fills the gap you didn't realize was there. The V8 with its electric helper comes alive in one clean motion. Lanes open, mirrors shrink. Steering is light at parking speeds, then settles into a steady, reassuring weight as speed builds. You can trace the center line with 2 fingers and a thought. Switch to the sportier drive mode and the car shows its second face. The response sharpens, the body takes a set faster, and the powertrain feels like it's breathing deeper air. Out of a slow right-hander, the surge is instant. No waiting for revs, no hesitation. It's the kind of mid-range shove that makes on-ramps feel like airstrips, and 2-lane passes feel effortless. The hybrid side isn't a headline grabber. It's a time saver, a confidence builder. It just gets you there, sooner. Design backs up the intent. Up front, the intakes are deeper and more functional, feeding cooling where it matters. The stance is wide and planted without shouting, and the shoulder line carries a quiet menace in profile. Wheels sit flush in the arches. The brakes fill the gaps like proper hardware. At night, the lighting is tight and technical, enough theater to make a garage door feel like a curtain lift. Inside, the curved display arcs toward you without taking over the cabin. Seats are firm where they need to be, soft where you want them, and the driving position nails that helm feeling. Low hips, clear sight lines, thick rim wheel that doesn't feel cartoonish. Materials are solid, more architectural than flashy, and the ambient lighting is finally subtle. Tech finally behaves like a co-pilot instead of a backseat director. The driver aids hold a line without nagging, the blind spot alerts are present, but quiet, and the adaptive cruise does the highway dance with a steady, human rhythm. Wireless CarPlay latches fast. The performance pages show you what matters at a glance, and the 360 camera keeps its clarity at dusk. You get the sense someone tuned the software with a stopwatch and a commute, not just a spec sheet. Push harder and you find the edges. The added mass shows up in a quick left-right. There's a half beat where the car gathers itself before slingshotting out. Learn the timing and you can use it. Get lazy and you'll feel the weight. Brakes are strong and consistent, but the first inch of pedal travel blends regeneration with mechanical bite. It's easy to read after an afternoon, yet it's different from the last purely mechanical M5. Ride? Firm, not brittle. In the worst potholes, the suspension stands up for you instead of shrugging, and the cabin stays calm enough that you can keep a conversation going. Real-world efficiency is the quiet win. In suburban loops, the hybrid system trims the effort. In steady highway cruising, the engine relaxes while the E-side smooths the load. You arrive fresher, stop less often, and still get the drama when you want it. And where rivals chase theater with pops and bangs, this car keeps its soundtrack clean and grown up, more muscle than noise. So where does that leave it? Numbers car or driver's car? Our testing down a familiar back road and a timed loop produced one result we didn't expect, especially on corner exit. And the price versus spec story has a twist that could steer you toward a particular package. We'll break down the laps, the daily miles, and the value math. Next. Here it is, the truth lap. Same tarmac, same temps, 3 runs to kill the excuses. Launch control armed. The M5 Hybrid squats, the e-boost snaps the slack out of the driveline, and we're hurled down the straight with that weird mix of silence then thunder. First brake marker, hard pedal, easy to modulate. There's a whisper of regeneration in the first inch, then the big hardware bites and the nose keys in. Turn-in is cleaner than the curb weight suggests. The body takes a set, the rear follows, and the hybrid shove is waiting at apex like a slingshot. You forgot to hold back. Lap 2, we get greedy. Quick left-right, the extra mass shows for a heartbeat, then the chassis flattens it, and the car fires out. Earlier on, throttle, than muscle memory allows. The soundtrack stays grown up, more muscle than noise, but the stopwatch gets louder. Exit speeds are up, not by a hair, by a headline. It's not the straight where it wins. It's the way it leaves corners. Every single time. The steering never shouts. It speaks in short, useful sentences. Grip here, trust there, breathe now. And the brakes? Consistent, lap after lap, with temperatures that say this setup isn't just a brochure, party trick. Back on the street, the shock is different. The M5 shrinks in traffic, glides through gaps, then pounces when lanes open. On-ramps in fourth feel like second used to. At 70, the cabin stays calm, the powertrain barely awake, and yet one toe sends the whole car alert, as if the throttle has shorter wiring than before. Head-to-head, the rivals come loaded, one with louder theater, one with lighter feet. Impressive, both. But when the pavement gets messy and the corners link awkwardly, the M5 Hybrid feels repeatable fast. Less drama, more pace. That's the turn. Expectations were power and comfort. The surprise is control. It didn't just carry the number, it carried the rhythm. So what's the call? Daily rocket or numbers-only flex? 2 test figures and 1 must-have package make the answer clearer than we expected. Let's talk trims, value, and the spec we'd actually buy. Right now. Verdict: the new M5 Hybrid delivers on the promise of daily rocket. It keeps the core M5 vibe, calm when you need it, ferocious when you ask, then adds instant electric shove that turns every short gap and corner exit into free time. The surprise isn't the headline power, it's how consistently the car finds speed without drama. Big wins, crushing mid-range response, earlier throttle on corner exit, stable braking lap after lap, a cabin that feels genuinely premium, And driver aids that finally behave like a quiet co-pilot. Highway miles are easier, city creep is smoother, and the tech stays helpful instead of bossy. Design sells intent without shouting, and the driving position nails the helm feel. Real trade-offs. You will sense the mass in a quick left-right. Learn the timing and it vanishes. Get sloppy and it taps the brakes on fun. The first inch of pedal blends Regan with bite. Easy to read after an afternoon. Just different. Options can push the price high if you check boxes blindly. Who should buy it? Daily drivers who want one car to do it all, school run, commute, back road, the occasional track day. This is your sweet spot. Long-distance travelers will love the calm cabin and effortless passing. If you live for analog edge above all else, lighter rivals or smaller M cars may speak louder to you. Why it matters in the US now. Electrified performance is no longer a science project. This M5 shows the segment's next chapter. Use electrons to erase hesitation, not emotion. Expect competitors to chase repeatable pace, cleaner launches, and quieter refinement instead of artificial theater. If the last M5 defined everyday speed, this one adds certainty, the confidence that whenever you ask, it answers now. Do you think this is the future of fast sedans done right? If this breakdown helped, smash the like, subscribe with notifications, and tell us below, would you go hybrid for the response, and which spec would you pick? Your comments steer our next comparison.